Hi everybody, hope you're all keeping well. We're back here at Wagon 84 at Donegal Railway Heritage Centre. We're going to carry on and do some more work on the Pettigo layout. Here we are back inside the wagon and I'll show you what I've done since the last update. So as you can see, we've got the backboards in place. So they've been all screwed in, fixed in place, and we've added some extras at either end. You can see they've been painted. You'll also see that we've got some green down. And I've extended the hillside here to include the tunnel mouth. And I'll show you how I've done that over on the other side. So here on this side of the layout we can see how I started making the tunnel portal and the associated extra hillside with it. So you can see here we've got the portal. It's attached to some scrap bits of wood, just glued on using a glue gun. And then that is attached to the base again using the hot glue gun. I've then taken some of the Scenics, just cut it to shape, glued that to the top and to the side of the wagon here, and that just gives a covering and support over the track. And then what I'll do is glue another piece along here, and then I'll use the same methods I did on the other side. It'll be crumpled up newspaper, bit of masking tape to hold it in place, and then cover it with plaster bandage. And that's just how I did the extension, and then you can mould the bandage in around the top. As you can see on here, how it's just moulded over and blended in with the hillside. So I can go around here, put some bushes around, that sort of thing to hide the edges. So now we'll carry on with adding the green scatter to this section, and I'll show you how I do that. When I'm working on layouts, I like to have YouTube going in the background, something to listen to. This is one of my favourite series, also one of my channel members. This is Anthony Dodge, the Model Train Outsider. He does a live stream every Friday evening from about 9 o'clock UK time. He's American and he models Markland, particularly German trains. So do check him out. As I say, he's one of my channel members. His link will be down below in the description. Here we are about to get started. So what we're going to do is, we got some ordinary cheap PVA glue here. We'll paint that all over. What I'm using is some Woodland Scenics blended turf. And what I do is decant that into an old tub, just makes it easier to sprinkle it around. So I'm going to start doing it in sections. So I'm going to paint a section, sprinkle the blended turf on, then carry on until I do the whole hillside. So I'll get stuck into that now. Just squirt the glue on. Use an old paintbrush. Brush it around. Just brush it over the area you've already grassed. A good coating. The thing we use in PVA is it will dry clear, so you won't see any of the white once it's dried. So there's the first section done. And we're just going to take some of the turf and just sprinkle it on. It's as simple as that. Now if you have a more vertical edge that you want to get some scatter on, piece of card here, just bent into a shovel shape. Sprinkle some of the turf on, and then just get a straw, and you want to gently blow this now. If you puff it too much it will just go absolutely everywhere. And you can see that covers it nicely. So now I'll just repeat this process along the rest of the hillside, and then we'll come back and see it when it's done. There's all the scatter added now. That's as far as I'm going to go on this section. So I'll leave that to dry. Depending on your ambient temperature, it could take anything from a few hours, 24 hours to dry. One thing I should have said before you start doing any of this is make sure you vacuum the whole area so it's clear of any loose dust and dirt. And what I'll do now is when it's dry is I'll come back with the vacuum, with the stocking over the end of it to collect any excess so I can put it back into the tub and reuse it. So once that's dry, we'll come back, do the vacuuming, and then we'll do some static grass on it just to blend in different colours, because at the moment it's all one colour, it's all green, one shade of green. So let's add some different textures and colours to that, and some flowers and trees and bushes, and that'll be the next step. You can also see I've added some new lighting. So we've got some spots here that will illuminate the layout itself and each end. You may have noticed it's a bit brighter in here. And I've also got this LED strip up here as well to give extra light when I'm filming and doing any work in here. And that spots are controlled by the sensor there, which will also control the trains. So when somebody steps in here, the lights will come on and the trains will start running. So you can see now I've covered the whole area in green scatter. I've got this last little bit here to vacuum up, which I'll show you in a minute. You can see also how I put a bit of masking tape along the edge just to give a sharp edge when it's done. So as I said, this section has been vacuumed off and I just have this section to do here now, so I'll put the camera down and show you how I do that. So this is the section I've got to vacuum the scatter off. You can see I've got the tub there, put it back into, I've got my vacuum, an old stocking, I can just simply put that over the end. Pull it tight, and I'm going to put the vacuum on so it's going to get a bit noisy. See, the vacuum stops the scatter going into the vacuum bag, and then we can just empty it back into the tub so we can use it again. So I'll carry on with this, get this all finished. So as you can see, we've gathered up quite a bit of the scatter to be reused. That's all this area now. First stage of the Scenics complete, scatter. So next week we'll come back and we'll have a look at doing some static grass over the embankment and the fields here. And we'll show you the different layering techniques and the different types of grasses. So there's the first layer of scatter done. That's the first level of the Scenics now on this layout. So when we come back next time, as I said before, we'll have been looking at static grass. Don't forget to check out my channel members. Their links are down below. If you'd like to become a member and join, it'd be very much appreciated because it helps me do work like this at the museum here. Also would like to say thanks to Scenics, who donated us a couple of LED strips here we were able to put up into the wagon here and across into the red wagon. So as always, don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.